That's rain, by the way. Happy summer. Hello again, and welcome back to March Main's Midlife Daily Crisis, and welcome to my very gloomy filming technique. It's very dull outside, and I've basically got a ring light and a crappy sort of kind of ceiling light on me. But anyway, today I'm going to be unboxing something which looks like it came directly from Mattel, but it didn't. It actually came via Amazon, Amazon Italy, in fact. This is the Barbie style set, kind of 2-pack, which is the Barbie and the Ken, which you will obviously see when we go camera down. Originally, I wasn't going to get it because I wasn't really that interested in the Ken. The Barbie I really liked because I really liked her sort of face and her style and stuff like that. I thought she looked very classy. He was alright, but I don't know, you kind of expect a bit more perhaps. But maybe he will impress me. But anyway, I basically got it from Amazon Italy because it was pretty much sold out everywhere else, and I wasn't paying some of the sort of the prices that they were asking. I was surprised it came in this kind of actual Mattel box, which seemed a bit odd. I can't get it all in camera, but you kind of get the gist. This is how it came, with my address kind of like plonked on the front. So yeah, let's have a look and see what we think of this. And here we go. So, obviously we have the BarbieStyle logo thing on here. This kind of looks very luxurious. It looks like sort of genuine marble, but obviously it's not. If we have a look on the back, we have got an image of the two dolls who are going to be in here. So we've got the Barbie on this side and the Ken on this side, and then we've got, here are the clothes, here are the dolls sort of posing. They do actually look really good. I might change my mind on the Ken, but we'll see. As I say, it was the Barbie that I was kind of more interested in, and I think it's just that whole side-eye thing, which I guess, you know, is kind of a bit weird, but I do quite like that. Down on the bottom here, which you can't see, but I'm going to lift it up. So down on this corner here, it says no more than 20,000 worldwide. So I'm not great with numbers, I have to be honest. So 20,000 doesn't sound like a lot to me in a way, but it might be in doll terms. I have seen a lot of people unboxing these, so I'm guessing that they were kind of readily available, at least when they were first released. Now less so. But yeah, so let's open it up and hope I don't have a dud one. This is when you start sort of praying to the dolly gods that you don't get the one that doesn't have, like, now how the hell does this open actually? That has a good face. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I think it's magnets, is it? I think so. Okay, so I think we're okay. We're okay on this side. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. So, okay, so you open the box up. Okay, so I'm going to show you some great camera movements. So, on this side here is obviously an image there. That was the ring light you could see there. It wasn't my halo. So that's that. And that wonderful noise you can hear behind me is more rain, which is brilliant. So there's the Ken here with his stuff. Here's Barbie on this side, giving some side eye, and then I move this round, and you can see this sort of image that's there of Barbie and Ken together. I do like this kind of ombre effect that they've done. I guess it kind of adds some mystery in a way, but you know, it's not like they haven't got pants on, is it? I don't really understand. But yeah, so I'm going to get them out properly and all of their stuff, and then we will have a closer look. Okay, so we're back. That was a bit of a struggle, actually getting them out. Just a few pointers. Basically, some of the clothes, I think particularly her ones, and actually his as well, had those really tiny Kimble tags in them, the ones that you really have to be careful with. Annoyingly, I've got basically a bit of a hole in her trousers, which you probably can't see, but I can see it's there, which is annoying. That was one of the tags. So just be very careful when you're removing them. I don't know how you're not going to get holes, because basically you're going to have to cut it out anyway. I've also got a hole here at the front where this was kind of tagged to itself. Okay, so also getting the dolls out of the box, of the kind of the backing bit with the plastic and everything, that was a bit of a struggle. If you want to keep that back piece of card, then you probably can, but it's going to take a bit of patience to try and get everything out. And I don't think it's going to come out perfectly. Onto the dolls. Actually, onto other bits that we got with it. So we did get a certificate of authenticity, which I've not had one of these ones before. This is actual card. So this is a bit nicer than the ones that come with the Lux dolls, where they're basically just kind of like on a bit of paper, which is probably already sort of scrunched up by the time you get it. So the dolls themselves, obviously they're on made-to-move bodies, which is great. For him, as soon as I saw him, it became apparent that his face was a lot darker than his body. So obviously that is something to be aware of as well. Once he's got clothes on, you're probably not going to really notice it as much, but I kind of noticed it straight away, really. His hair is also, you know, gelled to high heaven, and is not the neatest. If you have a look here, there's kind of like a bit hanging down here. I don't know. I am going to have to wash it because it's going to really annoy me, and I'm probably never going to get it back in this style, but I can't bear it. It's kind of like, if the hair is so gelled, it really annoys me. So I probably will end up washing it. So they both come with something on. So he obviously has these shorts on, which are actually really nice. They've got palm trees on them. So obviously it's kind of goes with the whole summer theme of them. That is really nice. There is no Velcro on the back, so they're basically kind of elasticated waist, so they will just pull on and off. But yeah, so I thought they were cute, and it's got this sort of faux tie at the front there. Barbie's wearing this kind of a two-piece black, I guess, like swimsuit or bikini or something. It's not the nicest sort of, you know, two-piece that I've seen. It's a bit dull, to be honest. It's black, which is never great for dolls, is it? But I'm sure they could have done something a bit nicer. Even if it had been a different colour. I think if it was white, it might be better. But it looks very basic, I think, which is a bit of a shame. Also, I think because of the sort of the briefs, because of where they go kind of between the legs, it kind of makes it harder for her to sort of sit like a lady, because the fabric is kind of getting in the way of the kind of the jointy bit. But she is quite stiff, to be honest, so that might also be affecting the way that she can sit as well. The earrings, I noticed, do come out, so you can literally just pull them out, which is good because it means you can then change them over. Although they are very nice earrings. They're quite simple. Let's see if we can get a good. There we go. So yeah, they're quite simple, but quite classic as well. And as I say, she does have that wonderful side eye. a bit like Side-Eye Cindy. But yeah, it's quite nice having a different kind of expression on the doll. So she has blue eyes, which I think most of the kind of the Barbies do. She's got very simple makeup, which is nice. She has kind of like brown eyeshadow. She has sort of coral coloured lips, and she does have some blushing on her cheeks, I believe. And her face looks very good. That's the one bit I was worried about. You know, you're never sure what you're going to get. Obviously, you can't see the dolls before you buy them, and obviously I bought this one online, which makes it even more tricky. So again, he's got blue eyes as well, which I think probably the Kens tend to have. He does have colour on his lips as well, just to kind of differentiate it from the rest of his face, I guess. But obviously, you know, they're keeping it simple. They're not sort of giving him lots of different sort of contouring or anything like that. They're literally just sort of keeping it quite plain. And he does have sort of brownish brows. I would say they were brown. They're kind of more like maybe a dirty blonde brown. Dirty blonde brow, rather. So yeah, we have that. His expression is okay. I'm not a huge fan of this face mould, I have to be honest. I kind of wished, or if they'd done this, I wish they'd kind of done something different to him. More like one of the Lux dolls, really. I think I would have preferred, like, you know, maybe like Sean, who they kind of gave sort of designer stubble on, and he kind of looked more in keeping with how the Barbie in this set looks, in that, you know, he would look more sophisticated, whereas this guy just kind of looks a bit sort of, I don't know, a bit too sort of boyish almost. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Okay, so here they are in their actual outfits. So I have a few issues to tell you about. So for the Ken, this is him. Here he is. So his clothes were fine, apart from the issue that I've mentioned about the tag. Getting them on was okay, there wasn't a problem. The one weird thing I noticed was with the Barbie, her clothes have got fastenings which are press studs, or snaps as they're also known. But the Ken's, the only fastenings on the Ken's outfit is actually on the shorts at the back. Let me get rid of this bag. So yes, the only fastening for the Ken outfit is actually on the back. Everything else basically just goes over his head, or he just slips it on or whatever. That is actually Velcro. So I don't know why they've given him Velcro, and then with Barbie they've gone for the press studs. I don't know. So yeah, so basically he's got the shorts, which were fine. He's got the jacket, and he's got this kind of like mesh top, which obviously all the heterosexuals are wearing at the moment. The jacket kind of makes him look a bit sort of hunched. I don't feel the jacket works very well. I think there's a lot of bulk at the top around the shoulders, so it does make him look like he doesn't have a neck, which isn't great. So maybe they should have used maybe a thinner fabric. Yeah, so if you kind of see that, I don't know if it looks as bad on camera. For me, looking at him, it looks like he doesn't have a neck, or he's kind of like his shoulders are really high. I suppose it's just the way that they might have constructed the jacket. I'm not sure. I like the pieces. I like the pieces well enough. Also, he's got these sort of sandals on, which hopefully you can see there. And they fit very well, and they don't seem to want to come off, which is good. And when I say they don't want to come off, it's, you know, with these kind of things, because they're literally sort of on the foot, sort of resting on the foot without any backing to it, they can sometimes have a tendency to slip off. These don't seem to want to slip off. I guess maybe it's to do with the plastic of the foot and the kind of the rubbery texture of the sandal. So that's good at least. At least we're not going to be losing shoes or whatever. And then obviously he's got these sunglasses on as well. So for him, there wasn't really any problem. I think the outfit is nice enough. I'm interested to see what it might look like on other dolls as well. So he's got less issues. Now let's bring on the main culprit. Well, actually, it's not really her fault, so I can't particularly blame Barbie for this. As you'll remember, she arrived in this kind of black two-piece sort of swimsuit or bikini or whatever. The The briefs came off very easily. They were fine. So the bra top, or bikini top, or whatever you want to call it, there was essentially double-sided tape on each cup, and they were basically stuck to her breasts. Now, I don't know why they would do that, because I can't see there being any way of her having a wardrobe malfunction and anything popping out, because this is quite fitted, and this is Velcroed on the back here. So yeah, this is the one bit that just have Velcro on. That is Velcroed in the back. It's quite tight fitting. It's not going to go anywhere. You can't even, I don't think you can even move these off the shoulder once it's actually on. So why they felt the need to actually put double-sided tape inside the bra cups, I don't know. Also, I didn't realise this. So I removed it thinking, oh, la, 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 there's nothing on here. I removed it. She was left with adhesive on her breasts, and also there was still kind of the tape still inside the cups. And I've tried to get it out, and it's very difficult. There's still a bit in there. It still feels a little bit tacky, but I can't see myself putting this back on her, to be honest. I've basically tried to use tape to, you know, when you get kind of a tape and then you kind of press it on to try and remove the kind of the adhesive stuff. So that's as good as I can get it at the moment. It might just sort of, it's not going to, it might stick to her a bit now, but it's not certainly as tacky as it was. Most of it seems to be out. Getting it off her breast was, again, I used kind of tape and just kind of went over it and kind of pulled the adhesive off. It's just really annoying that they do that. Okay, so that was issue number 1. So the other issues are possibly less annoying, I'm not sure. The top I couldn't seem to get to work in the same way as it seems to be pictured. So it's pictured very nicely. It's kind of, you have this lovely sort of neckline and everything, and the kind of the puff sleeves look really lovely and elegant. I can't seem to get mine to do that. It seems to want to slip off the shoulders. It almost feels like they've sort of sewn it upside down. I don't know if they have. I have no way of knowing if that is the issue. I don't know if this is an issue that I'm having or everyone else is having. But yeah, the top doesn't seem to fit the same way as it's shown in the photographs. In that, you know, these are kind of up here, and, you know, there's like lovely billowy sleeves coming down, and, you know, it looks really nice. For me, it also feels really tight around the torso area. So it's got the press studs on the back, and they almost feel like they're pulling on each other. Yeah, so they don't feel as though they actually fit. They look like they're about to come undone. I mean, hopefully they're not going to, but you know, it's kind of annoying. It's nice that they've used press studs rather than Velcro. It feels a bit more sort of like, it feels a bit more premium that way, but at least give her clothes that are going to fit properly. The slacks were fine. They fit very nicely. The only issue that I have with the slacks, obviously, is the fact that I've got that little sort of hole from where the tab was in. The other issues that I have with her are, so she comes with this tiny bracelet here, which is meant to go on her wrist here, but it doesn't want to stay. It keeps coming off. I feel as though it needs to be heated up maybe, and it just needs to be kind of pinched in place more, so that there's kind of less of a gap, and it will kind of fit her wrist better, because literally it's falling off all the time. So even when she's literally standing there, it will literally just drop off. The other thing is she's got this sort of handbag, which is meant to look, I guess it's meant to look a bit sort of like a wicker handbag. She can't hold it. There's lots of pictures of her holding this bag, and I think unless you're going to put like kind of sticky tack in her hand, it's not going to stay. It's literally going to fall out. Yeah, it's going all over the place. I'm not sure what they could have done. I mean, at this point, it looks like the bracelet's about to drop off again. Ken can hold it okay, but he's got bigger hands. And when I say hold it, he can literally sort of hold it to himself more. So there we go, kind of like a man bag. He might hold it for Barbie for now. I think that's all the issues. There does seem to be quite a few, considering the price you're paying for these dolls. You would think that maybe they'd be perfect, but obviously it's not, because it's Mattel. Anyway, all that aside, and obviously you've got the glasses on as well. I'll just put those out. I do really like the sort of the shape of the glasses. They're very nice, and you can kind of see the eyes through them. Apart from all of that, I'm actually very happy, despite what I've just said. I'm very happy. I'm glad that I've got the dolls. I am going to have to try and do something to his hair for sure. The doll of her is perfect, I think. I wouldn't want to fiddle around with her, but yeah, I certainly need to fiddle around with his hair. Let me know what you think of them down in the comments below. Let me know if you've got them. Let me know if you have any little solutions, which I haven't come up with, on any of the issues that I've had with them. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a like, and please share the video with anyone who you know might like it. Does that sound like I'm talking English? I'm not sure. Anyway, so also please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. So from me and from Barbie and her gay best friend Ken, bye, bye, bye.